Afternoon, everybody. It's March the 12th, and I was going to transplant the store-bought celery that's getting a little root bound in this cup. I'm having to water this thing every 3-4 days. Here's one that I cut the bottom off the celery, and you can see I just got a little container of water here that I leave it in, and I don't know if you can see that, but it's starting to get some tiny little roots. Maybe you can see it. I don't know. I come in here because the lighting's pretty bad in the other room. Sun's coming out today, but it's only 15 degrees. But let's see, in 2 days, we're supposed to get back up to the 50s. And in 4 days, we're going to get to the 60s. And by the end of the week, we're going to be 70 degrees in March, which is crazy. But it is what it is. I'm grateful because it allows me to get out there and get a good start on the garden. So what I have is seed starting mix. I've got some Pro Mix, but I'm going to finish up this bag. And I've thrown 2 handfuls of these earthworm castings, which is really low in nutrients, but it's good for starting your stuff in because you get a little bit of nitrogen, but not too much to burn the plants. And this is all organic. So what I'll do is, let's see, how much soil? Probably about 1/4 of a cup of soil. So let's see. Do this without making a mess. I can sweep it up when I get done. That should be pretty good. That's about 1/4 cup of soil. And we'll see just how root bound this thing is. Well, I watered it 2 days ago and all the water's gone. So I know it's... Let's dump it over here. Oh, yep. You can see that. I don't know if it's going to pick it up, but how nice and almost getting to the point of root bound. So what I don't want to do is plant this thing any deeper because I'm afraid I'll get it start rotting if it goes any deeper. And so far it's doing pretty good. So we'll just see if I need to add a little more. Maybe I'll put just a little more dirt in there. And that's pretty good. Then we'll do this. So what we'll do is, let's go ahead and pack that in there like that. Try to keep it down off the stalk of the plant, because like I say, when I water this thing, I don't want it to get too moist up on the top that it starts rotting this plant. So we'll mash that down like that and try to keep that soil down around off the edge of that green. And probably here, I'd say in another 3 or 4 weeks, I should be able to transplant this little guy. Like I say, this is just a celery stalk. We cut the celery off of it. This is about the bottom 2 inches. There's the bottom of the celery. Cut it off, stick it in some water, put it under a light, and she'll root right up for you. So, let me get this out of the way. Get this out of the way, and I'll show you a little update on the stuff we have here in the little grow room. I'll sweep all this up in a little bit, and I'll water this in just a little bit. So let me see if I can get this out of here without cutting the thing off.